Nigeria from Srtv. How are you all doing? How's your week going? How is everything? How is the economy? You know, there's a lot, so much happening on the Nigerian dailies this morning, and one of the stories that is close to my heart is the food inflation. People are really hungry. The hike in the food price, everything is just on another level. My name is Kule Blessing, and once again, welcome to Wake Up Nigeria. I'm not doing this alone. I'm here with Rebecca. A welcome, Rebecca. And Edo, are you here?
Yeah,
Yes, we are here.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you people doing over there?
we're fine.
Well, we are fine. The weather this morning is hot. Yeah, I can say the weather is hot,
Should I,
and
should I use?
every-
I'm
Okay.
good. I'm good. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I'm just saying that one of the stories that's topping the charts this morning is the food inflation. Like the prices of food in the market is high. We're saying that the dollar is going down, but it's still up there. Do you think this is a people thing, or is the government thing, or what is happening? Why is there so much inflation in food prices?
Yeah. This pricing of a thing to me is both parties. It's both the government problems and individual problem. I am saying so because Nigeria as a whole, by now we should be able to have a price agency that goes around helping us to stabilize price. And for the individual, all of us want to make more profit. That's why you see we keep inflating our goods at all costs. Even if the production rate is still on the low side, we'll give it a very, very high cost. Like if you take a look at the noodles, for example, noodle in Edo State here, noodles was sold for 15-20,000 for a carton then. So when they saw that nobody was buying it again, so they had to bring it down to 12, 10, 11, 15,000 now. So I think one of the reasons we're having this problem is both government policy and private problem. That's just it.
Okay,
well,
okay, favor.
well, if I was to add to that, as Daddy Chris will always say, if we could go into production, if every state will go into production, then there will be more supply and price will go down. So I believe that the government also has a role to play in this, as every Nigerian does too. Every Nigeria trader has a role to play by growing a conscience. It has been said on this show before that every Nigerian should grow a conscience and try let us try and help ourselves because we are in this together. You understand? So I believe if every state goes into production like that Chris will say, then the economy will be good. The food supply will be good. So that's my take on that.
Okay. The was it yesterday we're saying that now every trader is saying that what I have in my shop or in my store is old stock. So what I bought it when the dollar was high. How can I sell it now? Because dollar has sell it, I reduced the price when dollar has gone down. When I got it when dollar was up. But I was saying these are the issues that we have. I remember that when the dollar rose, every trader say, "Oh, these are new goods. I just got this. I just got this, and this is why the prices are high. Now prices have gone down. Everybody's saying that, oh, I got this a long time ago. So how, like favor, like you said, we need to grow. Everybody needs to grow a conscience that works. That would put. We need to have empathy. I think the word is empathy. Put yourself in other people's shoes. You feel what
Yeah.
they feel. You understand? I think if everybody grows a conscience, it will be better for us. Another story that you before we go into the papers is the Obi Kubana story. Favor, have you seen that?
Sorry, I didn't hear that. I didn't get that.
The Kubana story.
Okay.
Oh, Cubana.
It's really, really funny. It's
Cubana
really
chip
funny.
free. So yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah, I
The
saw that
Kubana.
in the papers this morning. I think that EFCC, they have. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this. but I think they started. Should I say they started working, or they have
This is not
just?
them working. This is not them working. Because right now, you are making a law today that you are picking years back scenes from. Where there's no law, there's no sin. Right? Now, the law was made yesterday. And last week we made that sin. You are not to crucify us for the sin we made last week that you are making the law for today or yesterday. So I think what EFCC is doing, they are just trying to get a name for themselves. That's what I feel what they are doing. Because it's really, really sad to see that it's now you are saying we should stop abusing Naira. Then when people were abusing the Naira, you did not talk. Now that you are saying they should stop abusing the Naira, you are picking down old videos that are years gone. Videos that are years gone. That
Yeah,
those are the videos you are now picking to now start crucifying people for. So that's a big problem.
Rebecca, the Cubana chief priest issue and what you have to say about it. Do you think this is the time? Do you think at the time where we have so many issues, we have so many politicians taking our monies, we have just many issues. Do you think naira mutilation should be what EFCC should be focusing on at this point in time?
I think Nigeria as a whole, our government is a joke because those are misplaced priorities. The things that are supposed to be focusing on, they leave it and then they go on things that they are not supposed to talk about. Because this issue of naira abuse have been there, like it has been on and going. And then now they are coming to say they should stop it. They should at least they shouldn't go back to pick up the old things that have been almost everybody is guilty of this. It's now that they're supposed to be picking
Yes.
up issues like this, not taking people back and forth. And at the issue of Bobrisky, I know maybe it's because of bad influence, but they didn't have to charge him for naira abuse. Maybe they would have said
Yes.
he or she rather is a bad influence in the society and
No,
not
not a she, a he. It's a he, not a she. A he, please.
It is a he.
He. So it's actually very funny and bad. They're not talking about the hunger, they're not talking about the inflation, they're not talking about insecurity, and then is naira abuse that is a priority now. Like I really don't get, I don't understand. People are dying, people are suffering, people are starving, but that one is not what is not newsworthy. What's newsworthy now is about naira mutilation. It's actually funny, I don't get it.
Yes,
But
this
they are a body. Economic Financial Crime Commission, if I'm correct. That's like that is their role they have to play. If I am to look at it from the other angle, you
we
understand?
we do
That is the role
understand.
they have to play. They fight financial crimes.
But not
But not
abusing
well.
of Naira now.
Understand
Yeah, they are fighting financial
Yeah.
crime. Look at our top politicians stealing our money. They
So
are
I
not doing
think
that.
I would say they are to fight financial crime, but now they are channeling
Their problem to
to
our youth.
another like
Another
that's
sector
how-
entirely that is not
yeah.
working. It's not working.
That's not where they are supposed to fight.
what I would just say on the issue is that for me, I feel they are not being strategic enough. If you say that this naira mutilation, okay, you are out and you're saying that we don't want anybody mutilating the naira, then start from now moving forward. Do you understand?
Yeah.
The issue I have with them really is that they are picking up people who have done these crimes in the past. They should say from now moving forward. And again, I see that there are more pressing issues that EFCC, more crimes, Emefiele is there, and all of them, money issues here and there that they need to focus on. I am not saying naira mutilation is not a problem. I'm just saying that they should really prioritize things that are disturbing the masses more. I don't think that is our problem right now. Of course, it's their office. I do understand that. But I think even in that office, there are more pressing issues. I just feel this is a way of, and some of them, I'm not saying all, I just think it's an opinion. I think this is just a way to just get these big guys to settle them and say, leave me alone. You understand? I feel this is another money-making venture for them. If
And-
Yeah, that's true. And because it is not now that the EFCC has been set up.
No.
It is not now. It is not today that the body was set up. So it's now we are hearing that they are doing this and they are doing that. So maybe they want to gain attention, or maybe like you said,
Yeah.
And
you never can
even
tell.
even to say, even to say, let's be realistic here. If we are talking about abuse of naira, it's usually our celebrities that does it. Our
It
politician does
happens
more.
everywhere.
Even
Even
politicians.
in this happens
The
in
politician
church,
does more. But why are
weddings,
they not fighting up the
birthday
politicians?
They
parties.
even flash money when
Because
they are
right now,
doing
I literally know that I watched a video where I saw one of our top politicians busy spraying money around, busy spraying money around, and you are not picking up that person. Why is it now that is the celeb that you are not fighting? It's really, 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 really
they
alarming.
Money.
have
They
this
should
It's
knowledge.
an
they should take
amount of
their
money
they should take
making
their this thing to another sector, not the celebrity. That one is not just working. We have pressing issues. We have Emefiele issues there. We have other crime issues that they need to attend to. Why are they picking up these little matters
Maybe
as
they
though they
think
are
that
major?
maybe they think that if they need to start from the grassroots.
Oh, no, this
So
not.
maybe
They are not supposed to start from this grassroots.
who
Not
has
this
a
grassroots.
maybe just maybe they want to start from the grassroots. But I'll just say that
exactly.
issues. Let's just move straight into the papers, and we will start
All
Okay.
with
right.
punch. Yes, let's just punch it this morning. Let's start with the punch.
All
The
right.
on the point says FG writes governors as agency predicts flooding in 31 states. FG agency lists local governments in Akwa Ibom, Lagos, Adamawa, Ogun, Benue, 26 others as high flood risk areas. Benue demolishes riverside buildings. Lagos directs residents to relocate. Sokoto, Edo, others begin campaign. And by the top left, we have $30 billion loss. FG may revoke unused oil well licenses. 24 states fail to access 54.9 billion naira UBEC fund. Marketers excited as Dangote lowers diesel to 1,000 naira per litre. Naira abuse. EFCC arraigns Cubana chief priest today. And by the bottom left, we have PDP NWC submits reports on Wike as NEC meets Thursday. Blood on Chidima's dress match Ataga's DNA is coming from an expert. UCH denies harboring Yoruba Nation agitators. We also have NDLEA destroys 4,436 kg of illicit drugs in Lagos. These are all the stories we have this morning. Now let's look at the big story. This flooding in 31 states. I remember one time I was in Benue and the flooding, I can't really remember what year it was. It was so terrible. Houses were submerged in water. People had to use canoe in their houses. Yes, it was very serious. And when you've not experienced, personally, I have not experienced flooding, but I have seen people who have experienced it. It destroys and takes lives, properties, and all of that. What do you think should be is there a permanent solution to this problem? Do you think there is a permanent solution to
I
flooding?
think in the case of
Flooding.
Benue,
Flooding. Yeah.
I during
Well,
this time,
okay.
that water is being released from Cameroon, to Omi. So if they should inform them on time, I think sending these people away just like that is not good enough. I think the government should get a place for them to relocate, not for them to just ask them. They will be homeless for crying out loud. So I think then I was told about river, like we have to dig more of the river to go down so that the flooding will not be that
Okay.
much and be disastrous.
Okay.
And then the government needs to do something about it, to look into the river, and then the drainages have to be dug well. And there are some places that when you want to dig drainages, it's very very shallow instead of being deep. They have to do something about the drainage system as well.
It's really sad because this is a yearly occurrence. It happens year in year out. Like that flood is this is an area, a riverine area, and then water is going to come, and you just this is most people, these are their ancestral homes. You
Yes.
can't tell them to leave their land. But again, moving around town, like you mentioned, drainages, there are places where these people heap a lot of dirt in drainage systems. Water is not passing, like it's all blocked, and
Yes.
you don't. These are some of the causes of erosion. Even
Yes.
if you don't dispose of your waste properly, you should dispose them in bad areas. Benin, Edo, are
Yes, we
you there?
can hear you. Yes,
Yeah,
we
we
are
can
here.
hear you.
No, we're talking about the flooding and how it affects people, how people die, how people become homeless year in, year out. We're thinking, if is there a permanent solution to this, or is there a way we can effectively manage this thing so that people cannot, it will not affect it just the first rain we recorded about how many 3,000 people
Yeah.
going homeless in Kogi. We saw that last week, and the rains have not even started. We are just getting started with it, and you can see
Yes.
the number on the paper this morning, and how many states it is going to affect. Do you think Rebecca said the rivers, you need to dig up rivers and all of that, but do you think there's a solution somewhat how to manage if there is no permanent solution? What do you think, how do you think we can really manage this flooding situations?
Okay, flooding, I would say it's a man-made disaster, right?
Yes,
Okay.
the man-made
It's a
disaster.
man-made disaster. So I believe as man has made this disaster, man can also unmade the disaster. So there are things, rainy season is coming, and there are things that we can do to avoid flooding. One, if we clear up our gutters, that's personally, we used to have environmental. I don't know why we no longer do it. We no longer do it in Edo State, but we used to have a particular Saturday. I think
Every
every
last Saturday of the
last
month.
Saturday of the month. Then I remember then when I was growing up, we used to have everybody would be indoor. You are cleaning your environment, cleaning your road, cleaning your gutters, cleaning your houses and all of that. So everybody used to pack their gutters. Any gutter close to you, you have to pack the dirt inside and all of that. But it got to a time we stopped doing these things. We stopped doing these things, and we now knew that how effective it was. After we stopped it, we knew the importance of it. So I believe if we start carrying out cleaning personally, we don't need the government to start coming and start clearing before we clear the ones at our frontage. There's somewhere around here where I always pass home. When it's raining season, if you see how flooded that place is, you will see people, they will raise their clothes up, they will start crossing because they can't find vehicles. Even vehicles, before vehicles will even pass there, it is a very very sorry sight. And I in the past, people have drowned, like the water has carried people. So I believe that if we can start it up by ourselves, I know that the government usually, sometimes the government will come clear up dirt on the gutters and all of that. But one of the things that sometimes they leave this dirt on the road. You see the government packing sand, they will bring trucks to pack sand. They will still pack it and leave it on the roadside. Then the water will come and we wash it again inside the gutter. So what we need is, we can't wait for the government all the time, wait and wait and wait and wait. Nothing is getting done. So let us take up the mantle, pack our gutters. Then we know that it is the bigger ones that government can do, maybe create drainages and all of that. Because we really, 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 really need to be prepared for this raining season. It is a season that, I don't know, it takes a lot of lives, so we need to be
Thank
prepared.
you so much. Thank you so much. Viewers, you heard what Favor said. It starts with you. Clear up that gutter. Stop dumping your waste in that gutter. You will see the effect. Even if it's not affecting you now, it will affect you later. It will affect your neighbor. It will affect your children. So please
Yes.
stop throwing your waste in the gutters. And if it's already full, please clear it up. The rains are coming, and you can see the reports that we're getting here. It's flooding is going to be high this year. So we need to prepare. This is the time to prepare. Clear your environment. Make sure that they are good. Your gutters are properly clean, and so that at least when water comes, there will be a way to pass. It will not just end in your house. There's a story here that also says 27 states failed to access 54.7 billion naira UBEC fund. So Universal Basic Education Commission have not been able to access fund money that has been allocated. They have not been able. The educational system in this country is I don't know how to say it, but
It has failed us.
it is really, 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 for me, I don't think it is working. Yes, if it were working, these big people will not send their children abroad. If the educational system was working, their children would school here. It is really, really, really bad. Now, if monies
Yeah.
have been allocated, and if you go around, if you see these schools, I've seen this and these schools, children sit, if you see the chairs they sit, if you just
Don't
see,
even have chairs.
they sit on the floor, or they sit on stones. Now, if there are monies that need to be allocated, and monies have been allocated and they cannot access it, then where are we going? So most times these teachers don't even get paid. You
You know,
understand?
yeah, yeah.
So
No, no, no.
Yesterday I watched a video. I watched a video yesterday, and these were students of Unijos, if I am not mistaken. Students of Unijos. Um, they were what's it called? They were protesting. They were protesting. They said their students, two students, they lost two students on by carelessness of the medical Unijos medical team, that the school, the student health care center. It was negligence on their part. They've lost two students. They were protesting. They said they needed renovation of their hostels, that they were getting infections here and there, left and right. They needed renovation of their hostels. They needed better quality chairs for their schools and all of that. They were protesting. They were outside. They said they will come out today again and still protest until their voices are heard. The education system in this country, I don't know. I don't know. We are supposed to be lovers of education. We are supposed to value education, but the environment at which we let our children into to study, it is not favorable for them. Like, it is not favorable at all, at all, at all. So that's why people will go. That is mostly why people will go outside or take their children outside. The system has failed us already. We begin to
Yes,
unveil some certain things that happens in
yes,
universities.
yes, UB was set so that children can have basic education. When you say basic, you are
Yes.
saying children should at least go to primary school, and it covers junior secondary school. I don't think UB is up to senior level. It's just
Oh, okay.
primary and junior secondary school. And if
Oh,
you
okay.
see the school, if you it was meant so that children, at least no matter where you're from, you will know that you can go to school free of charge. Yes, you get good education. And that is because this sector is failing. That's why, and you can see a private school charge so much, because what they are offering you can't get in these schools that are owned by the government. Really.
And they
Yeah.
don't know them.
You
Because
see,
yeah,
my father went to a public school, and in short, I've seen my father, his friends, and they speak very good English. Like, I don't know who taught
English.
them that time, but public schools those days,
better.
they were good schools. That was where you
Yes.
could
Yes, that's true. That's true.
but today, that is not the case. Now,
Yeah.
children that go mostly to these schools, there are children that parents can't afford private schools, and so they just take them there. And it's not even, if you ask the parents, they are not really satisfied that their children are there. Why? Because the monies that are supposed to be sent to renovate the schools to make sure that they are teaching and learning materials, to make sure that the teachers are well taken care of, are not there. So why won't private schools just, you see a private school charging how much for a small child? So
To
this
teach ABCD.
ABCD, if government will not take care of, prioritize education in this country, I don't know where we are going to. And these are
Yeah.
the formative years. No, primary school basically is where the child is formed, is where, if the foundation is okay, then moving forward will be fine. But if at this stage where the child needs to be formed, where they need to inculcate the right values and everything, if the teachers are not happy, how can they impart knowledge?
Exactly. Like
Ye-
like Blessing said,
See,
actually foundation is very important. It's when you lay a good foundation, you get a good house and a good roof. But when the foundation is
Yes.
not
The
good,
foundation cannot be taken from you. Yeah.
exactly, primary school is the foundation and it needs to be taken care of. They need to provide the necessary requirements for our learning, for these pupils to learn. But then if they don't do that, before you know, you see pupils doing very badly in secondary school and the rest, because their foundation actually was not nice. You see a lot of people being in the university, you'll be like, I have this person gone to school. It could be that it's the foundation of
Yes.
the person, because the person have not been able to get that quality education because of what our government are not providing the necessary things. They just take away this for, they embezzle it instead of them to do the necessary requirements for people to get basic education. They don't do it. Basic education now is in their pockets. They take it to their pocket and it's actually bad because it's affecting the society.
the quality of children, it's affecting the quality of children. You see, most times these children that we neglect, that we leave in public schools, they are the
The ones
ones
that
who,
become something tomorrow.
they are the ones that will grow up and make up the society. Those ones they send abroad, they find a way to just stay there.
Exactly.
So if we neglect these small ones, we will have issues.
And that's why you
Yes.
see most of these people that go to such schools are not able to express themselves as time goes on. Why? Their foundation was actually bad. And it's not their fault.
Shalom, you
now,
wanted to say?
see, yeah, like my dad will always say, he said, if you don't invest on education, you cannot develop your country. So
Yes.
one thing affecting Nigerians is we are unwilling to invest on education. If a particular president can just come on board and just say, my agenda is just to work on educational system, I bet you we can be better than USA. We can be better than Switzerland, UK, and the rest of them. What we need is good education. We already have the natural resources. How can we use this natural resources is the issue here. This is the reason why you now see us looking for country that will help us get our oil into refined fuel, diesel and the rest, gas and the rest. But if we have these people here, we have because we already have the resources. If we have the equipment, people that can manage and operate the equipment here in Nigeria, I don't think this 1,000 naira will be a 0 point. So one of
Yeah.
the biggest thing I see that we should do, we should look for a president, and God should help us with
We
the
should look for a
president.
president.
Yes, that's what I could say, because I don't see any president that's coming
Are
out
you
to
sure we should go and
invest.
look for a
Yes,
president?
it's us that will look for the president. I just need a president that will invest on education only. Invest on education, like 100% attention should be on education. You will see how developed Nigeria will be in the
Yeah.
next 5 years.
Because they said, they will even say to a parent, they said education is the best legacy. Education is the best legacy you can give your child. Yeah, they say, there's this adage that says education is the best legacy a parent can give a child. So I believe to every nation, education is very essential.
Because
Even the givers of education, the teachers, I feel like they are neglected. They are not paid enough. They are not appreciated enough. For in every society, you need a doctor. The doctor is being taught by a teacher. A lawyer is being taught by a teacher. The president needs to be taught by a teacher. So I believe the teachers are one of the core people in the society. So the teachers take care of the teachers, then they can take care of the students. That is my
You
take
know,
on
I
that.
can see this story, um, this picture about NDLEA. I think for me, I'll just say it's a ripple effect. You know, whatever you do, it generates effect. Now you can see that they said they are destroying 304,436 kg of illicit drugs in Lagos. You know, before people swallow drugs in Nigeria to take them abroad because that was where the market was. Is that not so?
It's so.
Yeah,
But
Yes.
that is
now
true.
people are now bringing drugs into Nigeria. It seems this is where it's happening. This is where the market is. This is where people are taking the drug. This is where it's high. A country where food is so expensive, people are trying. Education is expensive. It is not working, and yet it is so expensive. We can see that drugs are thriving. If drug dealers are making a
Yes.
hell of money,
They
if
have a
not,
cartel,
they
actually.
won't bring in drugs like this. And you can see the
Now,
pictures here. We see
this
how much
is
drugs
this is one
they
of the
are
side effects of
marketed.
education. This
So
is one
I
of the
feel like
side effects of education.
yes, I feel like this is like a ripple effect from not having very good educational system. It has given us youth, people who are into drugs, taking drugs, young men and women who rely on drugs. This is what we have. So now there's a problem.
There's actually a problem.
There is a problem. If you go online now, they don't even take it. They don't hide to take drugs anymore. They take drugs and they make videos of themselves taking
They are
drugs.
proud of
It's really,
Yeah.
there's something. Our society is decaying, and we really, really, really need to sit up. The family system needs to sit up. The parents need to sit up and train their children. You know, before you can send a child, yes, the school is responsible, but parents have to be responsible. I said here the other time that now that I live on my own, I don't go out, I don't stay so long outside. So once it's 6 and I'm anywhere, everybody there gets tired of me because I want to go home. I
And
want,
now
if
that
it
you have
gets
the
to
freedom,
7,
you
if it gets to
are going
8,
to
I want to go home. Why? Because let me use this pidgin now. They not born you well. Make you reach my papa house after 6.
you go collect.
Yes. So it's still, as an adult, every time I still think about, and I'm not just used to staying out at night. So I think if parents have a large role to play in the
To
lives of these
play.
children. They have
Yes,
a
they do.
large role. They have a responsibility. Don't just push your children to school and blame everything on the teacher. Most times, rich parents, they pay very huge amounts in school, and they feel like the teacher should be doing what
Everything.
the teachers cannot. A teacher cannot be a parent. You have to do something. You have to put in. Everybody has to put in their quota. You contribute. And
They are only
again,
there to aid.
I think what has really sparked the society is that everybody wants to train their children by themselves. We would always, yes, at least I grew up to meet that generation a bit. I was small, but I saw that you could knock another person's child, and the child would listen, would cry, and if the child tells the mother, you're even afraid to tell your mother that that neighbor knocked you because your mother will beat you. They'll beat you for that same
Exactly.
thing that you did. Yes,
Yes.
you will be flogged.
Yes,
So you're
yes.
even afraid. But now,
Everybody owns the child.
exactly. But now you beat a child in school. I watch videos and I see a mother in school shouting, "Who beat my?" I'm like, what is
The
this?
teacher will see me.
This is why the society is decaying. I think the time where everybody owned a child, where everybody could beat the child, when you see a child doing something, you say, "Go leave that place." I think it was better. But now everybody's trying to mind their business, not to get in trouble. Oh, I don't want to talk, else the father will come for me or the mother. I think that has affected the society. You see children doing what's wrong and you cannot say anything because you are afraid. You don't want problems. That's not that adage or that saying that I don't want problems is what is giving us problems. If we can try,
Problem.
yes, if as parents we can do better. Don't, of course, I'm not saying that you should not speak up when your child is treated badly. No, that's not what I'm saying. But even at that, there's a way you can approach the kids, not making the person, the child, or I don't know how to put it, but you can approach it wisely, not making the adult look foolish or stupid in front of the child. We need to do better
Let's
as
see,
a
this
society.
actually reminds me. I went to a boarding school, a Catholic boarding school, where you see parents coming to school, to the management, telling them that this my daughter, my child is getting out of hand. Please discipline her for me. And the next time you see them coming to say, ah, she has actually changed. Gone are the days. But now it's not the same. Oh, it's not the same. You dare be somebody's child in school, and they will report you to their parents, and the next thing they don't mind to even remove you from that school because of
Yes,
beating
yes.
or discipline,
You know,
and it's bad.
let me just, as you said that, I remember something. I had these classmates, they were siblings. And then on visiting day, their father came and reported them to the principal that the day they were leaving for school, I went to a boarding school as well, they killed a full chicken, both of them, and they finished the chicken. I left the house. So my principal was like, you mean these girls did this? And the man said yes. When the man left, they were on punishment. They were placed on punishment in the school for eating chicken, killing their father's chicken and eating it at home. You can imagine. They served punishment for 1 week. Yes. So
Oh my
you
God.
can imagine
School was
that
good.
it was good.
Yes, there
It,
was
it felt
discipline,
good.
and that have helped us.
Yeah.
Actually, it
The
has helped
teachers
me personally.
teachers could rely on parents, and parents could rely
Parents
on
could
the
rely on teachers.
yes, to
Yes.
mold
Because
a child.
school is a place. The school is where the student, when the child goes out, the school is where the child stays even longer hours than going home. Sometimes you go to school by 8, you close by 4 p.m. in the evening. So the teachers were the ones always knowing you. The teachers sometimes know the child more than the parents. Yeah, so now we are in a generation where the teachers don't even care anymore about the students. Like, do whatever you please, do whatever you
Because
like. You are not my child. You
they will come back
understand?
and report to
Yeah,
the
if we could
parents.
go back to the era where everybody owned a child, I think,
Yeah.
like Blessing said, that would be better. That would be better.
Okay. So Edo, did you want to take the next paper?
Okay, yes, let's do that. Let's take the next paper, and
Okay.
we'll be taking.
Check Vanguard.
Okay, we'll be taking Vanguard.
Okay.
Okay, it said the big news here says food inflation slowly, FG's revenue rises. It says target more foreign investment inflow. IMF rises forecast for Nigeria's economic growth to 3.3%. We can find that on page 19. Then here it says Dangote refinery slashes diesel price by 16.6% to 1,000 naira per liter. That's on page 13. It says Ukoma Ewu families chief demand detain monarch's whereabouts. That's on page 5. Vice President Shetima, Governor Bango Ayo Teriba, others grace economic summit. That's on page 8. PDP neck. Atiku Wike's loyalty in battle for parties control. Okay, then we have NCAA suspends permit of 3 private jet operators. Then we have Kaduna Assembly begins probe of ex-governors El Rufia's government. Then we have fresh headers attack. 26 security personnel mourners, others killed in Benue. Then we have Kanu Anti-Graft Agency flies fresh charges against Ganduje. Then we have Rangers win Oriental Derby, maintain MPFL leadership. And I think that's all we have on the Vanguard today. The big
Okay.
news
Thank
which we
you
saw
very
before
much.
we started is food inflation slowly, FG revenue rises.
Yeah. This we spoke about this before, the inflation, and we I think we've looked into that. If you look at the top story, like top left, you see the Ukoma story. Families chiefs demand detain monarchs
Detain
whereabouts.
monarchs whereabouts.
Yes.
Yes.
So he was declared wanted, and He showed up. He gave himself in, and now we don't know where he is. So where is he? If somebody, how are they doing it? If he has not been found guilty,
Yeah.
yes, because he has not been tried. Yes, until he is found guilty, then I think he should be, even if when someone is found guilty, the family should have access to him.
Exactly.
So if he's
Yes.
somewhere and we don't know
Don't
where he
care
is, his
about.
family is treated, he's a monarch, for God's sake. This
That's
is
bad.
this is a king, and we need to reverence our king. You understand?
Yeah.
So I think the family should know where he is. We need to know where, we need to know the progress, what is happening to him. What if they want to try him to see if he's guilty or not, bring the case out. This is a common case, it's not a hidden case. You understand? Even yesterday, I was saying that there are
Yes.
so many issues in this country that need to be tackled. Now, the people, the Okoma people, they are still in the bush. Snake bites,
Hunger.
hunger, no shelter. We learned that they were eating nuts with no water and all of that. And these people are dying.
And then they will come out to talk about Naira laundry or
They are
fraud.
dying. They are
They
I
don't
don't
talk
know
about it.
if I said it before. And the person that came on the show the other day, he said they were doing their best and they were trying so that I said, if these people finish dying,
In the process of trying.
if they finish dying, who will return to Okoma? You don't want to take the whole community out.
Yeah.
Who will return if they finish die? If
Who will
everybody dies,
return?
who will
Yeah.
return? And now we see the story, their monarch is still somewhere that we do not know. So who will speak for these people? Are there people who are speaking for them? I don't understand. Like I said before, we at SRTV, we truly sympathize with the families of the soldiers that were killed. It is not good. It's not a good. It was not good. We didn't feel happy that that happened, right? But this has come and gone. They have been buried. Now there was a reprisal attack that the government, everybody, even the army denied that nothing happened. But houses were burned down, properties were destroyed in the community,
members were killed.
and community members were killed. They fled their community. Surrounding communities cannot accept them in because they are afraid. They don't want the army personnel to come for them. You understand? And now till
Yeah.
now, it's been up to a month,
They don't
and
know
this is
where they
what
are whereabouts.
we don't know the whereabouts of their monarch, and we are just there. Now, if these people go into extinction, what do we do? Their lives, the lives of the military matter, lives of civilians also matter. So
Yes.
I do not understand why these people are still left to suffer in the bush, why we do not know the whereabouts of their monarch, what they want to do. If what are they saying? How long will it take for them to deliberate on this matter and bring back this? Let these people be allowed to come back home. They've been in they've suffered. Even if there is a punishment for it's enough, it's okay. I think they need to come back. What do you have to say about this favor?
Yeah, I believe so too. It is very sad that these people, these people are being taken to an unknown destination, and like you said, they are suffering. And like you said, if they finish dying, who will come back to the community? Will the community will be the people will be wiped out? We will not even know about them anymore. So I believe that whoever, whether the president or I don't know, they should come to their aid and it should help rescue these people. Even the monarch that we do not know his whereabouts, they should come to their aid. They should rescue them. That is what I would have to say for that.
They really, really need to come to their aid. Please tell
Yes.
Nigerians. We at SRTV too, we want to know, where is the monarch? Is he okay? Is he feeding fine? Is he taken care of? I hope he's not treated like a criminal already. I don't know. He needs to be. He needs to go to court. They need to find him
To undergo
guilty.
trial, yeah.
Yes, he needs to undergo trial before he can at least let his family get access to him. Let them talk to him. We're not saying send him home
Yes.
since you are doing investigation, but let his people know where he is. He's a monarch.
Yes.
Yes, if you can do that, I think people, Nigerians will be happy. And we can see fresh
Yeah.
feathers and back.
We have
26
a good
pesos.
news here too, saying Dangote refinery slashes diesel price to 16.6% to 1,000 naira per liter. I think that's a good one. That's a good news today.
Yes, you see, I'm not really. I am happy about Dangote refinery. God knows I am happy. This is from my personal opinion. I feel like if Dangote, a person, can and the same thing for ethics. If Dangote as a person can just wake up and do this refinery thing, what has stopped Nigeria as a country for this year? Are we supposed to of course I celebrate grace. I celebrate that Dangote is doing this. I celebrate that he's trying to make as a businessman he's trying to put Nigeria on the map and all of that. But it's shame no catch us, shame no catch government. Why can't they do, why do we have for years, for donkey years, we've been taking this crude out of Nigeria for pros and back? Shame no catch us. Me, I really I'm celebrating this, but again I'm thinking, how do they sleep at night? How do you sleep knowing that?
I think there is no shame for the government actually, because see,
Mm.
there is no shame for that. I think an individual, if you have the capacity, challenge the government. Go ahead. Look at what MPs did.
There is no Nigerian airline, and if you see we travel more.
What a show of shame.
It's a show of shame, like Daddy Chris would say. Yes. It's a show of shame. No Nigerian airline, nothing. And then
Yes.
see, people travel more than anybody. If there's anything, one small speech, you see them going. Everything. If they have headache,
If
they
they
are
cough,
rich.
they're
They are
yes,
in
they're
India.
going.
If
If
it's
they want to
small,
buy ice cream,
2
they're going
days,
there.
they are in UK. Small thing, they are small thing, they are in Canada. And no Nigerian airline. And they are happy. Oh, it's a show of shame.
And they don't know if they do all those things, the money, the revenue will still be coming back to us. They take
So
this money and give it out.
I celebrate the refinery, the Dangote refinery. But I'm saying it's a
Yeah.
shame. But it's shame.
But do you know that? But you know that even with the 1,000 naira for diesel and all of that, I don't know whether the cost of transportation. I don't know if it will drop. Like I said yesterday, I said Nigeria, our economy is the only place where the laws of gravity does not work.
Come
Eh?
down.
See, for
It does
anything, I
not
feel
work.
like it should be higher because now as a fuel station, fuel is less than 1,000 naira per liter. Now, if these people have to buy from Dangote himself at 1,000 naira per liter, how much are they reselling it? Are we thinking that? Have you thought about that? I feel like
Yeah.
it's
But Dangote is a businessman. When things happen like this in economies like this, there are people that always benefit from it. Like
Yes.
that Chris he said there are only two languages that we speak in this country, that of the poor and that of the rich. That is it. There are businessmen that will prey on this our economy and they will become richer.
Yes.
They will become richer. They will prey on us. They prey on us. They use it to their advantage. We are the ones that are crying. The average man, we are the ones crying.
Yeah, so
But
that
the
one
rich men,
suffering
they will think of how they can make profit, how they can make money out of people suffering. That is why they are businessmen.
it. This Dangote, let's be realistic. Is
The
it
richest
Dangote that ought to do refinery in Nigeria? Is Dangote not a businessman? How can a businessman be the one doing a refinery for a country? A
It is
country
not
that is
private.
blessed.
Wait, it is not private refinery. It's not
That's what I'm
Nigerian
saying
refinery.
now. No, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
private one.
His private
government
refinery,
cannot
what's he there for? It's not to make profit. He just gave you guys little of his iceberg. He's coming for you. He's a businessman. He cannot
Yes.
run on loss. He will always make profits.
Like I am ashamed. Shame catch me. Shame. Oh God.
But I thought they were working on the Port Harcourt refinery,
Mm.
though it is not yet open.
See, it's story.
in Nigeria, once
It's
they're working on
story,
something,
it's
just
story.
pray.
They will work
They
on
work
it
on it
till this
till it
government
sets under the
finishes.
carpet.
They will still work on. They will keep working
Yes.
and working while people will keep benefiting. They will keep working on it. So
If the government
it's-
cannot do
it's
it,
normal.
an individual should do it.
Dangote, I have nothing against you. You're a businessman. Kudos. But I'm saying that I am ashamed on behalf of the government that an individual can make this happen and the government has been there. And they've been the one enjoying this money. Yes. So this Benue. Oh, you see,
Again.
these killings in Benue.
Again.
It's Benue again. You know, if Daddy Chris was
Daddy
here,
Chris
he would have just said, "Blessing,
follow us back to
just
Benue.
go back to Benue and see what's happening." It's really disheartening.
Benue again.
Again.
This is actually sad because this has actually affected the hike in food prices, because people in these areas that are affected, there are people in the villages that are farming, that are good in agriculture, but right now they are at IDP camps. They cannot go back to their ancestral homes and farm. Their farms have been taken away by those herdsmen, and it's affecting food in the market. The rate of hike in prices of food is so high, and this is actually bad. The government cannot do anything about it. That the Chris talked about security votes. What are they doing about it? That's another question. I think they need to do something about it, and they need to do something very, very fast.
I have
Because
a,
it's not funny.
I really have a problem with the way we applaud governors when they construct roads. They say, "Oh, he's working.
Is he not supposed to do it?
Is this road?" I'm like, wait, though, what is this thing about road, sir? Not the person where they alive go use road. What are we doing about security? I think that the most important thing is for the government to protect lives, to make sure that the citizens, who do you want to rule when we finish dying? So I think the most important thing is for lives and properties. People should be protected. People should feel safe. Why do you think most times people leave Nigeria? Is it because they want to go to a place where they are secure? You want to go to a place where you make your money and you know that nobody's coming for your head. You know that you will not be kidnapped. You understand? So I think the most important thing should be security. If they can even, roads are good. Yes, of course, roads will help secure lives. But again, what are we doing about this banditry attack, this herdsmen attack, this attack on farmers and all of that? Can something be done? What are we doing with the security vote? Now, I'm talking about, I feel this state policing, it really needs to start working. So that, like the Chris said, so that people who are part of the community, and when it starts, other people from other communities should not be sent to secure a community. People from that community, every community should have their police from their community. They know their community more than any other person, and so they can help secure their community. We'll be going on a quick break soon. When we come back from this break, we would continue with the rest of the papers. Don't go anywhere, and we will be right back to continue talking about the happenings in the dailies.
Ooh la la! The second edition of the Nigerian Week London 2024 is here.
It's another blend of arts and culture, entertainment, business and networking activities.
A week-long extravaganza showcasing the best of Nigerian music, dance, craft, fashion and businesses.
Taking place at the prestigious Lighthouse Theatre, 262-274 Camberwell Road, London, SE5. OAY. Date 22nd to 28 July 2024.
Tickets are available at everbright.com. For partnership and sponsorship, please visit superiorradioandtelevision.com
or call +4407 459 513 619 or +4420 3623 8755.
Email info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com/Nigerian Week 2024.
Come and experience a nation's culture that resides in the heart and in the soul of its people.
Welcome back from that quick break. Hello, if you're just joining us, welcome. So before the break, we're talking about the killings in Benue. Yes, it has been bloody. It is, I wanted to say it's getting out of hand, but it has gotten out of hand since. Yes, it's a very serious issue, and it's almost normal. See the way we even wave these issues. It's almost when they say two people are killed, people just say, ah, it's just two.
before you know it, and they don't know they are affected. The government idea is like your ancestral home is taken away. How do you feel? How do you sleep? In fact, like now, if you cannot access your village, you are scared of going to your village. If you go maybe at night, I will not wake up, they will behead me. I cannot go to the farm. Once I go to the farm, before you know it, they come from back and they will machete you and all of that. People are scared. It's really not funny. We used to be the food basket of the nation, but now food is very, very expensive in Benue State.
You know,
And it's not funny.
we are still,
The state
Benue
capital
is still,
is so crowded right now because
yes,
of these incidents, and it's not funny.
yes. No, Benue is still the food basket of the nation, and if anything affects Benue, it affects
The
the
nation.
whole nation. You know, the farmers who were right there in the villages, farming yam, farming cassava, farming, they are no longer there.
They are
That in
scared.
one IDP camp or the other, they just left their farms because they are afraid for their lives. Their relatives are being killed, and these issues happen every, like there is no week that passes without one killing or the other in Benue State. This is a very serious and sensitive issue that we need to, the governor needs to swing into action, and he's been in office for some months now.
Yeah, yeah.
So he needs to swing into action, and something has to be done about insecurity in Benue State. Measures need to be taken. The village is one thing, the food bank is different. These people in the bushes are just, they know their boundaries. You know where these people coming from. Again, you know, when we talk about people, they have what do they call the viewpoint or what they need to really attack these people or to really fight. Really fight. They don't need to fight back. You can't sit down and wait for people to kill you. Right? You need to fight back. The government, the governor of the nation, you need to do something like maybe they cannot run down to fight without something doing in the land. Yes. They know where they actually attack and they know that is where it is coming from. Yes. And that is where they go to attack. It's very, very bad. Welcome back, Edo. Welcome. I think there's a noise that's
Thank
on
you
air.
very much.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Network. We
That,
had network issue.
okay, that's okay now. So we're just talking about the insecurity in Benue, and how state policing can really help to really curb some of these issues. Yes, because if you have state police, you don't have people coming from Maiduguri or coming from where to guide the people. You have people from that community. They know their boundaries. They know where to
Yes.
stay. Know where to really stay and stop anybody from coming into their community. So we're just saying that state policing will really help. Yes.
Yeah, I think that is true. And maybe vigilante groups, setting up
Yes.
vigilante groups, I think
Yes.
that would be good. That will help because the rate at which every day we come on the paper, we always see Benue State and we say Benue State again. I am
Yes.
tired of saying Benue State again. I think
Yes.
we should, the
And it can really
government,
affect
they
the
should
school.
try.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
and the people should take it upon themselves also. They should not wait for the government because there are people, they are dying. People are dying in Benue State almost every day. We record loss almost every day. So these people should take it upon themselves is to set up vigilante groups. They stay on the way, there should be checkpoints, and they should try as a community, they should try as a people to help themselves, to help stop the insecurity in their land. They should really try.
Yes. Let us move straight to the next paper. We'll take Daily Trust. Okay. The big story here says
Okay.
Port Harcourt refinery yet to take off as deadline elapses. Missed targets characterize previous restart dates. Regulatory compliance test ongoing. NNPCL. And this is on page 4 of Daily Trust. And on the top left, we have Nigerians' FX reserves dip by over $2 billion in 1 month, lowest in 6 years. Aiming to build personal homes for troops fighting insecurity. PDP red circles divided as North Central stakeholders meet today. Dangote crashes diesel price to 1,000 naira per litre. Gunmen kill driver abduct 16 on Abuja Lokoja Road. Kaduna Assembly probes El Rufai's 587 million dollars and 885 billion naira loans. Naira abuse. Like Bobrisky, EFCC goes after Cubana chief priest. Um, these are all the stories we have on the Daily Trust. Now, the big story here is talking about the Port Harcourt refinery yet to take off as deadline elapses. We spoke about this before. For me, it is expected. In Nigeria, you just expect these things. It's expected that these things will happen. I feel like the government is really, 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 really not trying for us. That's, if you ask me to speak my mind, that's what I would say. They are not trying for us. Now, if we did not force them to give us a date that it will start, the people in charge, they gave us a date, and they cannot. They are not reliable. Now the day has come and gone, and here we are. And when we read that story, we celebrated it here. We were very happy. Yeah. We are very happy that, oh, finally this is going to work, and here we are. We are really hoping. For me, I'm just hoping that this refinery will kick start. That it will start. If that is working, Dangote is working, it will be better for us. Yeah, yes, it will be a bonus to Nigeria and Nigerians. So please, they should work on it, and give us a positive feedback. We want it to start working. We want it to start working. This story at the bottom, that gunmen kill driver, abduct 16 on Abuja Lokoja Road.
That road. There's just something about that road I don't understand. The insecurity on that road is very, very alarming, and it's very bad. Something needs to be done about that road, because this is not the first time I'm hearing adoption, killing, and all of that. Once it's around that 4 p.m., you dare not like that road because it's actually very risky.
So why do we have checkpoints, police checkpoints, army checkpoints? I don't understand how these things happen. When they abduct these people and take them into the bush, is it not still Nigeria? Where do they take them to that we do not know? Is it that the I think people will come to explain it here. We need to discover the hideout needs to be discovered. Now, a driver that goes out, please, if you check, he's a married man, he has children. Even if he's not married, he has siblings, he has loved ones. He just went out just to look for what his daily bread. And they got killed. And now this is, you cannot even guarantee their safety wherever they are. Because these kidnappers are highly brutal, and most times once they demand for money, no, they demand for outrageous amounts, and once they are not giving, yes, this is where the next thing you will hear that people are killed. They were killed because the money, the ransom could not be paid. See, I know that if you have money, you not travel on road. But somebody is using car, it means the pocket not dey well. The economy is not working.
Yeah.
That is the question set me. What are they actually fighting? Because if somebody have money like this, the person will not travel by road.
Yes.
So if it's money they are looking for, that is not the right place.
Now they milk these poor families. They make them indebted. They go to look for money. They to borrow money to pay for ransom. Why are we doing this to ourselves?
And at times when they even pay for this money, they still get free.
So where are we going to really? Where are we headed? Well, I pray that they get found. I pray that, I pray that security operatives spring into action. If you know that this spot is a bad spot, that's why we have army checkpoints, police checkpoints on the road. And most times, there was one time I was traveling from Makurdi to Abuja, And somewhere before around see some just somewhere. And we heard we saw cars parking and parking and we parked. When we parked and the driver just came to tell the driver, our driver that big boys are on the way. Me, I was confused. I was like, what when you say big boys, what do you this was around 5 p.m. in the evening. I was almost scared. They said big boys, that big boys are operating in front. And truly, there was this police checkpoint that was less than 5 minutes away that we just passed. And there was another even in front. So when they said these cars were just parking, now all the cars that were coming from our left side, they were being hijacked, robbed, and people like we knew that there were armed robbers in front, but there was nothing. Because if you ask the policeman, that gun, he has a Honda's gun. These people come with AK-47.
Machine gun.
Machine guns. What will you take a hunter gun before that one before you even come and shoot? You've received like 20 bullets. So what are you going to do? Someone like these weapons that these people have, they're not even good weapons.
They're not.
You just see a policeman with talk through.
No, that's what. Tell them
You
what
know,
is going on. They will hide until when the people there is a close. It's when they
that
are
small,
gone.
I don't know what they call it, but my brother calls it talk through. That small rod they hold. So is it talk through that you use to fight
Like those sophisticated people.
sophisticated weapons? These are the issues that we have. Now, those
Yes.
people who were by the road, Edo, can you hear us?
Yes, we can. We can hear you.
We were by the road for 30 to 40 minutes waiting for the big boys to do their operation and go. Like they were so comfortable, they took their time to rob. We would hear them shoot in the air like they did what they wanted to do and they left before any car could move. So
Wow.
I tell you, there were police checkpoints close by. But the police, they could not go. Even me, I will not lie. I did not, it was not wise for me to say that when these people go, because they had this very funny looking gun. This one that hunters use in Nigerian movies. So is that what they would use?
But there are bullets inside the gun, and the gun can shoot. It can shoot and it cannot shoot. Yes.
Before you shoot that gun one, you cock it again to shoot. AK-47 has entered your body like 20 times
They
now.
will kill like 10 of them.
So really, it's funny, but
Oh
it's
my
not
God.
funny. They really need to do better.
They need to invest on
They need to
weapons.
invest in these people. You cannot send somebody to on the road to fight an armed robber that has their weapons. They have this. They have. If you mess up,
They will kill the security personnel and still kill the passengers.
they will kill all of you together. So that's why most times when you go to say that armed robbers are
Yeah.
there, they will not go there because what have they provided for them? If you die, your family
They
will
will not go. They will run. They will even run for shelter.
Yes, because immediately if an armed robber even starts your uniform, you are in trouble. They will kill you straight because you are their enemy. You understand? So and when again, how do we even
Yeah.
consider these families? If a policeman dies in a gunfire with armed robbers, what happens to his family? What do they do?
Nothing.
Do they pay his gratuity on time? The family suffers, you will move up and down left. So the policeman self is not even, he doesn't want to risk his neck. Because if he dies, his children will suffer, his wife will suffer, everybody.
Yes, it's not insured.
So
Yes.
nobody wants to be the scapegoat, nobody wants to be the sacrificial lamb. There are so many issues. You see, I don't even when we are talking about this news, the headlines.
Yeah.
Every day I'm just wondering where are we going? Where are we right now?
Going.
Because the dollar is going down. Things are still expensive. Where are we? Are we really going towards where we want to be? Are we getting better? The educational system, is it getting better?
And the government actually looking at what should be done for us to get better.
You understand? So there are so many issues.
Yeah.
We are seeing PDP reps and couples divided as not sent. See all these party fights. I really do not want to. But as a broadcaster, we have to be involved. Now, what these people are doing, they just, you know why I really don't want to get involved? a show for us. We think, oh, they are fighting. I feel like they are not fighting. They know what they are doing.
They know.
Us to settle and do their plans. So really, most times I just say, let them and settle them. They will settle themselves.
You take one side, and before you know, you still see them together.
Yes. I want to commend this update, this from the army to build personal homes for troops fighting insecurity.
It's not easy.
This, I hope that you did not just say this. I hope that they really, really do this, because it is not easy. It's not easy for the family. It's not easy for seeing your husband. You've not seen your father in months. I know that this is a sacrifice they decided to make for the country. So what the country can do is to take care of them. Please.
Yes.
Whoever is in
That's
charge,
the only thing the country has to offer them in return.
whoever is in charge of this, they chop any other money before. This particular money,
Don't touch it.
this allocation, whoever is in, please don't touch it. Let it go into this course. Let it really do what it is meant to do. Please.
Yes.
Please, really, because these people, they sacrifice a lot. They give themselves up. And if the government is saying that, okay, what we will do for you is to build homes, please, they should do it. And it shouldn't be uncompleted houses. They should build the houses. They should complete these buildings, please. And we want to commend whoever brought this up. Thank you so much. Thank you for considering the army. Thank you so much, SRTV. Really, really, really appreciate you. Music Kaduna Assembly, Pros El Rufai. This is so much. The money is so much. And they should probe them, they should give answers. My problem with all this probing is that they just come out and say they are probing. When they settle under, we don't know. We don't know what happens under behind those doors. Yes, they just
let everything go behind.
And about this publicity and no, Cubana chief priest. You know, no, Obi Cubana. I made that
Cubana chief priest.
Cubana chief priest. Now, all of you, if you have one video somewhere that you are doing Dorime and spraying money, go and delete it. Yes, it is.
I watched a video recently at a wedding. So this, normally when the couples are dancing, people will come out and spray money. It is what we do. It is part of our culture. That is how we do things. So in this particular wedding, they brought a very big drum and they put it at the middle where the couples were dancing. So everybody is dropping money like offering inside the box. The fun of doing I found it very funny. Everybody is running. EFCC should not come for them and all of that.
When there's this joy, EFCC don't come for me. There's this joy. Money.
Yes.
Like there's this joy. When the money
there's this joy that comes, like you spray money and all of that.
Yes.
It's part of what we do, like Owambe, you understand? That kind of feeling and all. So see people putting it inside a drum, like offering. It's no longer giving the feeling at all.
Because there's a vibe that comes with this feeling of
you understand?
We always come to parties like weddings to like spray money, but recently she bought it and she was just removing bundle and giving it to her friend that was wedding, and it was somehow odd. And then they captioned it the fear of EFCC. It was actually funny.
Now I'm serious about these videos. They will go back because these people want money. They see, for me, for all I know, it is my personal opinion. I feel like this is another chance for EFCC to make some cool cash from the big boys and big girls. That is their mission. Since you have money to spray, give me my courts. I feel like that is what is happening. If you
it is not today it started. It is not today people say spray money at parties. It is part of what it is.
My question is, do they go to these politicians that does that to question them?
Thumbs up. That's my problem. That's my
They
problem.
can't. They
I
will not.
politicians who is going to them.
They
They are
can't.
starting from the grassroots, like I said. Wow.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So favor. Let's just do one more paper.
Yeah.
Let's do Nigerian Tribune. Can you take Nigerian Tribune for us?
Oh, okay. Nigerian Tribune. Oh, you like to take it? Okay.
Um,
Here.
okay. Kanu Assembly sit up 13 men panel to probe Iralufa 8 years.
Hey, no, we
Then
can't hear you.
Dangote.
Are you there?
Okay.
Yes. Can you hear us now?
We can barely hear you. Can you speak up more?
Can you hear us?
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
favor, I can
Can
hear
you
you.
hear us?
I think silent voice
Oh,
is I don't know, I can't hear him clearly.
oh, okay, okay. Let me take it then.
Okay.
So it says the big news here says Damagun division in PDP reps set tune ahead neck. We can find that on page 3 of the newspaper. Then top here we have Kaduna Assembly set up 13-man panel to probe El Rufai's 8 years. Then we have Dangote crashes diesel price to 1,000 naira per liter. Land dispute. Armed men attack Ekiti local government secretariat, injures workers. Wow. EFCC arraigns Cubana chief priest over Naira abuse today. We can find that on page 2. Then Kanu Anti-Graft Commission files fresh charges against Ganduje. That's page 8 of the newspaper. NCAA suspends license of 3 private jet owners. Then on the big news beneath, we have G60 squares up to House minority leaders resist confidence vote as Kakus issues 3 months ultimatum to Tinubu to end insecurity. Flood. Lagos, Rivers, Anambra, 28 other states at high risk of from April. Then we have federal government suspends mining activity within OAU environment. That's on page 3. Then we have security. Tinubu is turning fear to hope or mockery. Then we have bandits kill 26 in Benue. North South battle over chairmanship of NASS pension board. Intrigues delaying takeoff of board 1 year after. Federal government commenced disbursement of 200 billion naira palliative loan to manufacturers and others. I think that is all we have on the Nigerian Tribune this morning.
Okay. Um, we already spoke about. I said this division in PDP. I really, like I said, I don't like talking about. They are just putting up a show in front of us. They just go behind to do their work, and then they just come up to put a show in. Um, this this attack in Ekiti, I don't understand. Is the country that this secretariat is a government is a government office? Is it that has it come to a level that armed people will enter a secretariat and injure workers? What's happening? How is the security there? Like, I think they should really tighten up their security. They should do something about it. And Ganduje from Kano, the past governor. Personally, from what I've been reading, I feel like he has done a lot. I think his wife was probed and all of that. I feel like he has done so much. I feel like just very outrageous amount. And what all he could say was that the present governor should focus on the the governorship race, this regime, and leave him alone. There is really no accountability. Low accountability. The accountability culture here is really poor.
And that will now affect the present administration
Yes.
very bad.
And because
Abuja,
I feel
please, we
like,
can barely hear you.
oh, the network. Can you hear us now?
Yes, your voice is a bit louder, and I think Daddy Chris is here on the show with us.
Hello,
Yes,
Daddy Chris. Welcome
I'm in
on
the
the Chris.
I'm in the house. How you
Yeah,
doing?
welcome, Daddy Chris. We are fine, thank
Welcome,
you.
Daddy Chris.
Nice, nice. I
You know,
can see Dangote crash your diesel prices. That's good news, right? Sorry.
Yeah, it is good news. It is good
we said
news.
it's good news, but
It's good news.
we also said that it's actually very shameful that it's Dangote that has to build a refinery in Nigeria when we have a government. I said this before. I
Yeah,
am ashamed. It's a show. I borrowed your words and I said it's a show of shame that the government needs has to wait for an individual to build a refinery.
But is it not the same
yes,
thing with the airpiece? Airpiece, Nigeria couldn't have an aircraft, but a single man gave us a plane. Now we're flying from Nigeria to London, and
Yes,
Lagos to London and Abuja as well. So there we
yes.
go.
But he's a
We don't.
businessman. Mind you, he's a businessman, Daddy Chris. And before you know, they will go into privatization and they will prey on the economy. It is for his own gain, his own profit. And it's a good thing. Yes, I will say kudos to him for the refinery. But if we keep this up, if the government does not buckle up and do something, before we know it, it will
Yeah,
no longer look
I,
as
I,
good
I
as it
agree with
should.
you. Favor, I agree with you. I agree with you, Favor, because from history, Dangote has always stepped in to save the day, but at the end, look at cement. The price of cement is
Yes,
worse now.
Yes,
And
yes,
yes,
if you leave an
yes.
individual
yes,
to run this, they're going to do it for their own pocket. But when government does things like this,
exactly.
they try to appease to the people. And that's why we say government
Yes,
should take up some of these projects. Things
yes.
like the refinery should be the project of the government. There's money making in it. Why is our government not doing it? That's the thing I don't understand. This thing would have employed more people. We have enough oil on ground to refine. Why is the government of Nigeria not embarking on it? That's the question you young people should
Daddy
be asking.
Chris, Daddy Chris, let me
Yeah.
come in here. Now, talking about this issue we are having, it all boils down to education. I'll tell you the reason why. Now, let's take Robert Spoon, for example, as a case study. In Nigeria, we find a good company with capable hands that can make rubber spoon effectively in Nigeria. There is none.
Those rubber spoon used to enjoy this to make
It's
it.
from China. Even your toothpick is from China.
I
Yeah.
I read it all. So the problem is we should get ourselves equipped. Like I rightly said before in this program, we should get one president that can focus 100% attention on education. Educate our youth because all our youth we are ready to work. We are all ready to work. We want to make money for ourselves. We don't want anybody to give us money. We want to make money. But which ways are we making the money is where the problem is coming from now. Look at soon. I'll be graduating from the higher institution, University of Benin. I don't even have plans of getting a job. So I've now decided to go and get soft skill. That okay, if I get that from school, I can be doing something for myself even before I get employed in a well suitable financial state that pay that will suit me. Because now am I going to graduate from the University of Benin and come and be receiving 30,000 naira? It's not worth it. So that's one of the biggest problems. We should look for a president. I keep saying this. We should look for a president that will focus 100% attention on education. If we see that president, it will be better for us.
Yes, and I thought Tinubu already he came up with this package to make education more accessible, but is by giving the student loan. I was thinking it's going to work.
The student loan.
Sir, even me, I will not apply for that loan.
The student loan.
I will not try to apply for that loan, sir.
The student loan. It is not realistic. It is not realistic enough. It is not realistic enough.
See, this is the beauty of what we have, the country we have. You have young people, look at 1, 2, 3, 4 here, all energetic, ready to work. All right? We have the natural resources on ground. And if we train you well, you begin to tap on these resources and we have something to sell. The question again is how can you lose when you train, when you actually do unmeaningful education, not the one we borrowed? Because most of the education we have now, the curriculum does not even suit the Nigerian
Their
system.
own
You
system
understand?
of education,
I,
very old.
Old curriculum.
we had a guest here when we were talking about agriculture, and I was confused. How come that those of you that studied Greek science cannot actually go into a proper farming? Our old people are farming better than young rabbit. They corrected that. You understand? So I think um, we can't get it wrong with education. And like I was saying the other day, if Nigerian government can just train only young medical doctors, close all these stupid teaching, all these hospitals. These general hospitals should all be wiped and turned to teaching where you train medical experts and you export them out. Rather than people going through the sea, the West will be looking for those professionals to come and work, and they'll bring money back home. So you can't lose when you study. Like I'm taking your word, young man, that it is never a loss if government spend all their resources into educating their citizens, because it's going to come
Yes,
back and bring good results. Whether you export
yes,
them, whether they remain, but the education should be meaningful and should be more accessible. That's why I was supporting the you said the loan is not working, but I think the loan is a step in the right direction. But I really think that we should also look at our curriculum. This is what I said one day. We should need to look at our curriculum. How come that legal students in Nigeria are not meaningfully engaged even while in school? They can write contracts, they can do a lot of things. They don't practice until then they go out of school and they have to go to the law school and do all those rubbish. You understand? Before, you see, they should already, in fact, there's so many things they can do right now. So any education, any course that is not, like you said now, young man, you're going to study something and you're going to go and think of something else. No, the system to give you an education that can feed you. The question I ask is any course in the Nigerian university that will not be useful tomorrow, wipe it. Don't spend money on it. You understand? Because you're training young people who are going to look for a job again.
That's
Let's spend money on the courses that would be useful to us. Let me ask you one question. Can you see a mechanic that
Yes.
is going to be hungry in Nigeria? Let's be sincere. He doesn't need to go to school. If you go and study apprenticeship as a mechanic, you will not look for a job. The job is there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah.
so why don't we try and teach what we need, not what the Igbo taught us to we need? You understand? Let us look at our society and say this is what we need. All right, we need carpenters. Now UK is actually looking for Nigerian carpenters. We need plumbers every day, right? You see, these are things we need. The university can actually make it more interesting, especially with these days of AI that's going to take the whole jobs. We need to be careful. Education is the key, I agree. And but people in Benue, they see killing themselves. Oh, I saw that on this paper. Benue women, what's going on? No, not a shame. Eh?
we spoke about that, and you are doing the exact thing that we said that if you were here you would do.
I'll be asking you, what are you people doing? Yeah. So no, but really, young people like you, this is the beauty of where Nigeria is. There's so much energy, there's so much sincerity on the part of young people until you corrupt them. You understand? The system will corrupt you, I can tell you. If they give this young man a governorship office now, the system will corrupt him. So it's not you that is really corrupt, the system corrupts you. And I want you to understand that. If you become the wife of the first lady today, of the president today, blessing, you will be corrupt. The system is corrupting people. Decent people change when they enter the Nigerian system. So we need to find out why what is changing us. We go to church on Sunday. When we come back to the office, we are different. So and that's the thing I don't understand. Everybody go to mosque or church in Nigeria, and the next minute they are corrupt. They're stealing. How does it add up? I know many of you went to church this Sunday. All of them, 90% of people in Nigeria went to church. How they went to mosque. But they go to the office with high level of insincerity. And when I talk, people want to match the rule of law with morality. It's not because you want to. It's not because the government, God said I should not do it. It's because the government said if I do it, I'll go to jail. That is the one we must understand. There must be repercussion for everything we do. And that is what we are
Yes.
lacking in Nigeria. Implementation of the law to the later with sanctions and motivations. See, if you obey the law, they will motivate you. If you disobey the law, you go to one place, jail, or you pay the fine, then people will behave. You see, I can tell you, your president, the former president is sleeping in his village now. He's out of the trouble. He has made a lot of money, enjoy himself. He has no question to answer. You know, only I'm happy that you're bringing the CBN governor in. See, these are little things, and it's young people like you that I'm worried about because you have more chances. You have money. You can do a lot for the country. Not Dangote. If we spend energy on people like you, imagine if young people are now going into small production, they will do more things than Dangote can do alone. So we must not look at only one man doing it, but the group, the young people in the country. How can a country that have young people be hungry? Absolutely,
Yeah.
if you go out and work, if everybody listen, if you really equip young people with skills, what will they do? They will go and produce their own thing, right? They will start to be
Yes.
That's
productive.
true.
Yes.
And what will happen? We'll be having a lot. If the government want to say, okay, I will encourage 2 million young people every year to farm, I will encourage them. It become a strategy, a policy. So when the young man said the government should sponsor an education, maybe they should focus. That is another education. It must not be the one you go to
Yes.
uni.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
it's a
No. No.
priority. Yeah.
That is
You
true.
understand?
There is
So
a story here. That is true.
yeah.
There is a story where I want us to look at
Okay.
SG collecting disbursement of 200 billion palliative loans to manufacturers and others. I think this is a good one.
Can you speak? Can you take louder? Maybe I didn't hear.
FG commences disbursement of 200 billion palliative loans to manufacturers and others. I think this is
Okay.
a good one and it's better than giving food palliative to a society where they will give
Thank
you
you. Thank you, my daughter. This is a step. I'm
yeah,
happy you picked that one. They should stop sharing food so that people will go on stampede and kill themselves.
help
This is
production.
better. But
Yes.
you know the truth. The
Yes.
Yes.
truth is, even if you give the money gift, it may not still work. You need to give it at low incentive loan. Give loan, but at maybe some 0% or 1%. So the government gets some money back, and the people are happy to
Yes.
go and work. Don't give it free. If you give it free, what will you have to give to others? Give some, take 3%. The 3% you give to others. So you begin to share the same money because they'll pay back and you give to others. You understand? So that is how a wise government, you sustain it. That's
Yes.
why our education is not working. In the UK now, we pay for school fees. We don't, it's not free, but it's sustainable because the schools are making money, the students are more happy, they're getting a loan. You understand? But in Nigeria, they want to get school fees free. It's not going to happen. I know the student loan is something that somebody said online here that the student loan is not necessary. I don't understand that.
Just
And I'm sure that the student.
I'm sure. Yeah, it must be. It must be
That the
very
student,
happy.
I am sure.
Must be happy. All right.
Okay.
As you know, I have short time with you guys, and so I'm happy to be in your midst. Enjoy the day. So don't mind me if I go off and on.
Okay. All right.
All right. Thank you, Daddy Chris.
Thank you.
So on Tribune, almost all the stories here we saw them on other papers
Yeah.
like what and
Yes.
the banditry and everything. I think we should just move straight to sport so that we can just round up this morning. Let's take
Okay.
yes, the Punch Sport Extra. Um, here I will just take the big stories here. First off, I'll just take some of the stories here that really strikes. The big story here says, I didn't know this will happen in my lifetime. Bonnie faces grandmother on the zero to hero story of a new Bundesliga champion. Um, we have Osimhen wins sparks Napoli shake-up plans. Okay, Mbappe bags brace, or is it brass as Parisians advance. Okay, Okay. Let's look at the bottom. We have this is a bit small. ICIF Aruna returns to top 20 in latest ranking. We have Djokovic admits trophyless start to season strange. No, I am not really a football person. So the sport channel.
Isaiah it is.
Mr. Isaiah.
Okay, it's Isaiah. Okay.
Yeah.
Isaiah, you are the man. You
Yes,
are blessed
ma'am.
among women this morning. So this sport, I have not been following this Boniface. So I really do not know what this is about. What is this about?
I'm not too into sports. I'm not a
Ah,
sporty like
oh,
that.
this
I'm
is
into tech. I
oh.
don't watch football. I don't do sports much.
So
30%
Isaiah,
sports.
officially today we crown you a princess.
No, that's not it. Being a guy that does not watch football does not make us a princess. We are more. There is no of us like this.
Officially from
If I remember,
Abuja Studios, we crown you officially the
no,
princess.
Princess.
no. I kick against it. I'm kicking against
You
it
think,
already.
no. Maybe tomorrow, if you want to kick against it, you will tell us about football tomorrow, and then we can look into it. But today on the
Okay,
show,
no problem. I'll go do my research. I'll go do
Yes.
my research.
I think there is a story here that says ECOM donates allowances to Akwa Ibom kids. I think this is recommendable.
Yeah.
Actually,
yes.
this is something good and it's good of innovation.
Yeah, this is something good.
The kids. It's very, very thoughtful and good of him.
And congratulations to Boniface. You're making us proud. Yes, you're making the football family proud. So we say congratulations. And since the princess in our midst knows nothing about football, and I think this is a good place to wrap up the show. Yes, I want to thank you so much for Edo. Thank you so much. Thank you, Favor. Thank you, Princess Isaiah, for staying tuned to the end of the show. Thank you, Rebecca. You all have been very, very, very helpful. And to you out there, be careful, stay safe, manage your resources. Yes, if possible, have a scale of preference. Spend small because the economy is not smiling. Learn a skill, be productive, do something with your time. So this is it today on the weekly what's it called now? The newspaper
Wake up
review.
Nigeria.
Yes.
Review. Wake up Nigeria.
This is it this morning, and my name is Kude Blessing. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Ooh la la! The second edition of the Nigerian Week London 2024 is here.
It's another blend of arts and culture, entertainment, business, and networking activities.
A week-long extravaganza showcasing the best of Nigerian music, dance, craft, fashion, and businesses.
Taking place at the prestigious Lighthouse Theatre, 262-274 Camberwell Road, London, SE5 OAY. Date 22nd to 28 July 2024.
Tickets are available at eventbrite.com. For partnership and sponsorship, please visit superiorradioandtelevision.com.
Or call +4407